Welcome to the Bedtime and Beyond Learning Kit session on the Seed Germination Activity. It's one of my favorites. I came up with this activity when I was a teacher, and my students who were blind and low vision didn't have the opportunity to access a lot of the pictures everybody else did. Cool thing about this activity is everybody gets to access it. It's not just for blind and low vision, it's for everyone, and I love that. And it's something that everybody really values because most of the time we don't get to engage in seed germination. Now, what is seed germination? We have packets of seeds. We'll open our little packet of seeds. And inside, these are sunflower seeds. I'll cut it open, and I have some hard little seed shells coming out. And they're gray and white. That's how, and about the size of my pinky nail, but half the size of my pinky nail. This is seed, and these will germinate into actual sunflowers. The cool thing is when they germinate, the shell breaks open and little green sprouts start coming out. And the wonderful thing about this activity is our students can access it all the time. So what we recommend, the kit includes Ziploc bag, instructions, a package of sunflower seeds, paper plate, paper towels, you'll see why, and you'll need water. We don't have the water in your kit. That will be something that can come from your tap. It's any kind of water. So fold the paper towels so that they fit into your plate. They're already folded in half for you. Dampen the paper towels. I recommend running it under a sink, holding the paper towel, running it under the sink, and then squeezing that extra water out so it's damp but not soppy wet. And we don't want it to be soppy wet because it can keep the seeds from germinating, but it needs to be somewhat damp so that they know to germinate, because they're not germinating inside their packet. They need the water and sun, heat to germinate. We'd put our seeds on the paper towel and we'll place it in a sunny spot. It's important to check on these regularly, at least once a day. And we can check with our hands and our eyes. Probably in 2 to 3 days, depending on how much sun you're having, the shell will pop open itself. And then little green vines will start growing from it. What's even cooler, this is why I like the paper towels, is once that vine comes out, it then has little, you can barely see them, little tiny roots that start going into the paper towel. And you can feel them. They're really tiny. You might not be able to feel them, but if you pick it up, you can hear and that is the sound of those little roots breaking off the paper towels. You know they were there. I recommend putting 12 or more seeds in per experiment. You really only need one of the paper towels per experiment. And checking them, leaving them, doing them all at once. And then you can check, maybe this is day 1, day 2, day 3, and watching how it changes. And the cool thing about doing multiples is that your child can pick them up and break that shell all the way open and touch and really play with that vine, because you have 6 or 8 more on the plate so that they can really engage with it all the time. It does dry out, so just make sure it's kept damp. But again, if it gets soppy wet, it can either keep the seeds from germinating at all, or it could actually cause them to go moldy and then nobody wants to touch it. And if that happens, throw it out, new paper towel, we're all good. The point is to have fun and to learn a little bit about nature. Hope you have a great time, and thanks for joining us.